Come here. Come and say hi. You always say hi on Instagram. Say hi on Facebook. There's your tongue at least. Is anybody there? Does anybody want to talk to me? Why do I feel like our world's so separate? Crazy, isn't it? Does anybody else feeling this? Like, I feel like it's like divide and conquer everywhere. And like the funny part is we're all the same. It's just like we all have the same needs at a basic level. And if you have more or less of one thing, then you have to look at why. Because you don't need more than what you have here. It's powerful. Anyway, man, talk about separation. I guess my old me right now would be getting angry and fired up, and I could feel my heart racing, and that's not what I want to do. What I really want this to come off is, if you have some little piece of positivity to share, do it. I mean, it's so out of balance right now in everything. I mean, to think that people can put so much energy into negative things and not even think about what is fueling that scares me. It scares me. And I mean, I had a friend that put, two friends that put their heart and soul into something. Whether you agree or disagree with it or not, that's not the point. They created something. And instead of being negative and tearing something down that you disbelieve in, why don't you put out positive about what you're doing? And the reason is, it takes a lot of work and people are lazy. They are lazy. They want it to be a certain way, and it's not going to happen. It's hard to work on a project for 2 years and keep your mouth shut and not talk to people and do things like that. It's hard. Right? It's hard to spend weekends editing and doing things that you probably, you want to do it because you want to get the information out, but we all, it's just scary to me that how separated we can be with that. And let's just say this right now, because I hardly ever get any backlash. People ask me all the time, like, do you have haters? I don't know if I do, because I don't hear from them. I don't have a side. I don't have a side. If you want to shove food in your dog's face, do it. If you want to do, that's fine. It's up to you. If you're having this most amazing life, then what are you here for? You don't need me. You don't need somebody else. But if you can really admit that maybe you're not getting the results that you're looking for, then you have to look inside, because you're the one driving the ship. Right? There's nobody else. I got news for you. There is nobody out here that's controlling that. Nobody cares, right? The market cares. If you put out a good product, people will buy it. And that's where now I just think people are just so lazy to even put out a good product. They'd rather just rip somebody else down. And I can't find it right now. I should have looked it up before, but this is what I'm not good at. And I'm cool with that. But there was a quote, and it was, basically talking about, the fear of change and what that could do to somebody else. And it's a perceived control, right? I mean, our world, like I said, is so separate and so cliquey. I mean, it's just amazing. Because I'm over here in my little island, right? And I get people that come by and they go and they buy, and then there are people that stay and then they come around, we hang around. And it's because I don't draw a line in the sand. I think people feel safe talking to me, realizing that I don't have judgment. The best way I could put that was my vet had said to me one time, I said, whatever you want, Dr. Watanabe, when he was helping one of our dogs. And he said, it's not what I want, it's what works. And that was powerful to me. It really stopped me in my tracks, because it was just nonchalant. But, that was wise, because it is. It's not about It's not about me. If it is about me, then you have to realize what's it all for. So anyway, I don't want to get too crazy into that kind of stuff, but just put some positivity out there. I mean, if you see something that you don't like, make the total opposite of that. And that's great. That's what's powerful. That's what we have all these amazing channels for, right? I mean, it's like, there is no better time to be alive and to be an entrepreneur right now. This right now, I would have had to know, right? This woman right here that's watching, Trish, is an amazing, like, big producer of, like, sound and all. I would have to know Trish, who would know somebody at CBS and know somebody, and then have a bunch of dough to get this 15-minute spot out. And I'd have to produce it with a super expensive camera, right? And I have to have channels to distribute it. It's crazy how expensive this 15-minute piece could have been. Hundreds of thousands of dollars, literally, to produce. I bought an iPhone a year and a half ago for $1,000, and I have Wi-Fi, and all I did was hit a button. If you don't like something, just do the opposite. Do the complete opposite and put all of your heart and soul into it. That's all I can wish for anybody. And, whether you believe in a passion and following your passion or not passion, I don't know. I mean, that's not what this is about, but just really, 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 please. I want to hear it. I mean, one of the number one things I hear when I work with people is, I don't know what to say. Then say that. Say, like, I want to get out there and do this. What does that feel like? And you know what? It's going to inspire somebody else to do it. And I get those emails all the time, and it's such a good feeling to know, like, hey, I saw that thing and it made me want to do this thing. That's awesome. It's such a great feeling. So keep spreading that positivity. Realize people that are ripping other people down or just have their own journey, right? I'm not even going to label them, right? Because that's just adding to it. They're coming from a place somewhere, whatever that is, right? Somewhere inside, they'd rather not. And most times that I've found, it's fear, really, because it's scary to put your own product. It's scary right now to do this and then shut it off and know that 1,000 people are going to watch this, and possibly somebody could say something really nasty. That's scary. And you know what? I'm like one of the biggest wimps. When I first started putting content out, I used to have my friend Lindsay read the comments to me because I was so scared. Whatever you got to do to get it out there, just keep putting it out there. I don't know. Does anybody want to talk to me? This is like this crazy thing. I can invite people now. My wife's on the other side. Should I hit her and see what she's doing? Hi, Allison. What's up, Daniel? Allie. I got to get back to Utah. I keep saying that. My other dog was sick, but he's better now. Got the best vet in LA. Oh my God, I can't say, like, it was such a parallel in my life, the vet and finding the path that I'm on now, like working with people and dogs and just, I don't even know what to call it yet, but yeah, I mean, it was fascinating, the big box thinking and what was really, like, that's what I had written. Like, it's not what I say, it's what I do. So when I tell people, hey, call me anytime, I'll talk to you. Do you guys ever know if I do? You don't. But every single person that emails me does. Because you know who gets on the phone with them? Me. And do you mind? Write that right now if I did. Just say, hey, he's not full of shit. So people know, right? People know that I'm not sitting here trying to, be some facade. So, when I was watching that parallel go, I'm just watching them break my dog and keep them in the system. And it was just fascinating. But anyway, Brittany, I called you Brittany, excuse me, Mrs. Howard. Much respect. Garcia, where are you from? DB, Utah crew. Hi, Wendy. Philip, what's up? Whoa, it's got a microphone by you. Are you on video? Gary Freestyles, nice name. Nicole Charles. When I was little, I wanted to change my name, actually. Long story. For another time, too much information. Cousin Mark, what up? How's Colorado? I think you're in Colorado. Christine. Callie did, If you watched Luna Butt today on Instagram stories, we were calling her Pumpkin Butt today because she had a pumpkin collar on. Come on. I mean, that's what we're sharing. It's not dog information. I'm not talking about how I run my daycare and human aggressive dogs or anything. Don't worry about that stuff. We're just talking about Pumpkin Butt. She's so cute. Ryan, Christy. Oh, my wife. Love her. One day I'll have to talk about that. My wife is a badass woman. Half of why I work so hard is just trying to stay ahead of her, which I can't do. Don't even get me started. Anybody who knows her just knows it. Give her like 1,000,000 thumbs up. Go follow her. She's amazing. Such an inspiration. And the people she's around. Like that's, like the crew that she hangs with. Man, like when you're excited about something, every single person isn't insecure about their thing. They're like, that's great for you. Like, I'm so excited for you. Because you know what? I'm making my own thing. I'm not scared. Needs me more of that. Cut one of those loser friends out. Get some good friends if people are making you feel like that. Jack Lee, how you doing in London? Did I just do a London accent? That's probably bad. It was terrible. My friend Kylie's here today. Or not yet. She's here Saturday from Scotland. So I have to practice my Scotland accent. I always say I can't understand her. Adam. Anybody want to talk to me? Say hi. I loved your new haircut today, Aveda Salon. I saw it. I saw the front do. I'm at like 10 inches. Where do I donate? Anybody's got a hair charity out there? This is my 4th time. I got over 10 inches for sure. I need to get rid of it. Ugh, drives me crazy. I don't know how you women do it. Like the flip over. I don't like it. This was about positivity, but the flip over to blow dry, that changed my life. I didn't know about that for like a year because my wife was like, "What are you doing this? Flip over." And if I'd have shared that in the Instagram story, somebody would have been on that like white on rice. What up, Jay? Going to be going to, Jay just reminded me, anybody in Lake Tahoe, South Lake Tahoe or within that area and you want to come say hi, my homie wants to fly me up there and just like meet some people. So he works at the Armory, so he wanted to just have me up there. So if anybody's in the Tahoe area, leave a comment, send me an email, and we'll put you on that list and let you know when it's going to happen. Just hang out for a day, whatever. Brianna, we got to catch up. Really, I want to talk to you about grooming. Did you see my review on the new brush? We got to talk products. We got to talk products. Do you want to talk products? Let's hit the... I can't invite you. Where are you? Ken. Oh, my sister. I love her. She's another badass woman taking over the city. She's like... Some women. You can go, women. Kaylin and Heather. All right, hi, everybody. And Trish, Dr. Watts. Anybody want to say, oh, my wife is awesome. Oh, here's some good stuff. That was just people logging in. G Money, what's up, Bacon? If you need to get fit in New Jersey, go to Velocity in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, and then go play tennis at my old tennis club. And tell them I said hi, too. Court 2. I basically laid that foundation. My wife is awesome. Isn't she the best? Like, watching somebody act from their heart, like, there is nobody here that cares more about every single one of the people in her business. And it drives me crazy when somebody, like, says something, too. Because it's just like, you know what? I could have been hanging out with her right now, and she was answering your question. She cares, right? But that's what we get. Anybody got any questions? All right, so next Tuesday, this is what I want to make it short because I make these too long. Next Tuesday, I'm talking with my homie Ian. I did his podcast a while ago, the Vermont Dog Trainer, but I'm having him on my podcast because he always is asking me questions. So I was like, let's just do this. Because it's the same question everybody else is asking me. They're like, why don't I blah, 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 blah. And, you know, you can only put so much out all the time. So that would be perfect. So he's going to be firing questions. It's like he's going to be on my podcast interviewing me. That's what we're going to be doing. So if you have questions, and don't ask me a bunch of like, what would I do in this? It's deeper than that. Not just like deep stuff. Not full of shit. Thanks, Allison. Ian, I'm excited for next Tuesday, 10 a.m. Skyping it up. There's my bacon. I didn't check my email yet. I got home. What did I do? I got home, and then I saw some stuff, and then I just got emotional, and I'm just like, man, why do we all pretend like we're so separate? And why don't people just watch other people's actions instead of just what they say? Somebody might say that they're doing something, but if you haven't seen any ball rolling in the last 6 months, then maybe it's time to say, like, they don't do what they say. right? Maybe that's what the problem is. It drives me crazy. There's people out here slaving, doing there's amazing people that are on this talk right now that are doing amazing things and creating their own opportunities. And just other people let it go. It's crazy. I will get that email. I don't know where that went from, but I will definitely get your email. Oakland, trying to avoid the fires in the hills. Oh, my God. It's one of the things in L.A. California. It's crazy, these fires. Hey, what do you say? What's up, brother? Lincoln, proud sponsor of the dog side. Can't wait to share more on that. Locks of Love. Man, I heard wishy-washy about that stuff. You'll have to tell me about it. Hopefully it's an email. Let's do it. I have to watch. I don't know how to invite you. Are you here? Do you want to talk? Are you in the middle of doing something? Whoa, there's a lot of people on here. Jersey represent. Helene, so many talks we've had. You know what's amazing is going back and looking at all the people that and they just changed their life. It's things like we talked about. I was a kid. I had no idea what you were talking about. And now at 38, I'm like, you knew everything. You knew everything because you were realizing it was a journey and not a destination. There's no end goal. Enjoy the process and the results will come. She's somebody that's still just changing her life constantly. Oh, yeah, I can do that. Oh, yeah, I can do that. Nobody's approval. Make a scene. Susan Hyatt. You wouldn't get that. Inside joke. But go find Susan Hyatt. Just Google her. If you want to better your life, these are the little things when I say stuff like that. Write that shit down. I don't say that just to make a joke. Go find out who Susan Hyatt is. And then these are the people that I have influencing me. Amazing woman. I think I won the hat. Oh, my God. I want it. I'm going to send you a hat anyway. Why would you want to wear a hat? You got beautiful hair. Create. Yeah, my wife just said it right there. Exactly. Create, don't hate. Oh! But it taps into fear. It's scary. All right, that's it. Because I want to keep it short. Because if I make it an hour like I always do, then it doesn't get through to anybody. But I love all your faces. Just keep spreading positivity. And it doesn't always have to be teaching somebody something. Just share your journey. Just be happy. Just, look that there's somebody who's always got it worse. There's a great quote I saw the other day that, the things that you're taking for granted, people are praying for. And, these are the words that somebody clicks on that button and then they go off into their world saying oh yeah, I read the quote so that I'm done. I'm enlightened. Go implement it. Go implement it. And then you really start to see deep change. I met an amazing woman last night I'll talk about with another time, a photojournalist. She went on rescue missions, for nonprofits and things and was a photojournalist. And, it wasn't having a huge, over 3,000 square foot studio in L.A. that changed her life. It was going to Darfur. It was going to build houses with taproots. Just realizing that the things that you have, somebody else, things you're taking for granted, somebody else is wishing for. So praying for right now. Be positive. Love all your faces.